ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Adiyan Swami, how does puNyam and pApam work for a SaraNAgatha from the time of his SaraNAgathi till his time of death?
So here one particular correction in the beginning in your statement, that for one to do SaraNAgathi, one's puNya pApa need not be zero at that point. It will not even out at that point. When we do SaraNAgathi, what happens is Bhagavan looks at us. He looks at all our past karma. Our past karma is accumulated since time immemorial. There is no beginning for that. There has been so many countless innumerable births. We have done so many actions in all of those janmas, all of those births. All of those are accumulated. That particular karma, whole bag, let's say we have one full bag, that will be divided into two bags. That is Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma. Now Sanchita karma is the whole big accumulated bag, big baggage we have been carrying all along. Now Prarabdha karma is the karma which is allocated by Bhagavan when he starts. Remember we started about Srishti, when he does a Mahasrishti, when the cycle of Brahma's life starts. At that time there is a Mahasrishti happens. At that time he takes certain amount of karma from each individual soul, each Atma, and allocates that karma, which will go on for certain number of births. Let's say 1,000 births, 2,000 births, how many ever births, we don't know. It could be whole life of Brahma, 1,000 years, 100 years of Brahma also. That karma is Prarabdha karma. That itself is huge, because if you think about innumerable births karma, it is so big. In that, let's say one day of Brahma or particular number of 1,000 or 2,000 births for this particular Atma, amount of karma. This is like normalized karma. This is like some amount of good case scenario, that this person will do this action, and then there is, in this manner, there is some basic computation by Bhagavan, and he will give that Prarabdha karma. So that starts off a new cycle. So this Prarabdha karma, this Atma is going on for this Atma. Now Prarabdha karma is, now for all of us, the Prarabdha karma is turning. Sanchita karma is there, that unopened bag is there, big bag is there. Prarabdha karma is running now. Now in this Prarabdha karma, when a person does SaraNAgathi, at that time, when that SaraNAgathi happens, Bhagavan similarly puts a basic computation based on his original birth and the decided upon death time. Let's say 50 years, as you said, 40 to 90, 50 years are there. So that 50 years, whatever normal karma which is required, Bhagavan will leave that karma and eliminate everything else. That is the big favor done by Bhagavan for SaraNAgatha. That Prarabdha karma is not eliminated for others. It is eliminated only for SaraNAgathas. So when the SaraNAgatha got relieved of that remaining portion of the Prarabdha karma also, now what is remaining is that 50 years of karma. This is again good case scenario where he just lives a normal life. But as you say, right from the day of SaraNAgathi, I am going to start doing karma. Now when I do that karma, whether it is a good deed or bad deed, depending on that, there is going to be a result. So that keeps getting accumulated in the remaining of the karma which we have. In that, now Bhagavan has the biggest challenge. He has to ensure that gets finished, that whole karma gets finished, so that he can take the individual to Paramadam, to Vaikuntham. So he is in the biggest challenging position. Now we are not in the challenging position, because we do whatever we want. Whether we are done SaraNAgathi or not, we do whatever we want, and we keep accumulating good or bad karma. But it is Bhagavan's big responsibility to ensure that somehow whatever karma is accumulated, that is also eliminated, that is also exhausted. Now that exhaustion can happen either through prayashchitam or experiencing the result. Now, punya karma means experiencing the result. So, naturally, let's say we go somewhere, we get some gift unexpectedly. Some punya karma has made that happen. So, whatever punya karma happens like that, Bhagavan will give some whatever desires we have, something good we like, that will be fulfilled. Now, whatever bad karma we do, now that we either have to experience the result of it or we do prayashchitam. Only two options. Now, for certain karma, we don't have option to do prayashchitam, and certain karma may be very, very bad. In that case, Bhagavan will be forced. If the karma is very, very bad, maybe we'll get very, very bad results. This is how we see. Sometimes SaraNAgathas, Prapannas, those who are surrendered to Bhagavan, they go through great sufferings. That is because they have done very, very sinful actions maybe. That is why some people suffer bedridden for 20 years, 30 years, 10 years. Some people go through accidents, they lose limbs. Some people lose family members. Some people lose their wealth. So whatever is very dear for them, they lose that. They go through sufferings, great sufferings. That is all because of bad karma, which has to be exhausted. Now, Bhagavan's act here of making sure that the Atma SaraNAgatha is experiencing the result here itself and taking the Atma to Paramapadam is the most merciful act actually. Because if he doesn't let the Atma go through that suffering, then obviously that karma needs to be exhausted. He has to take another birth. Or if Bhagavan lets the Atma not go through any suffering at all, then what will happen? The Jivatma will lose the desire to go to Parampadam, Vaikuntham. He'll say, oh, this is comfortable here. I'm not having any suffering. Oh, it's very joyful. Wherever I go, I am being honored. I am being, given the first seat. I am being given good money. I am being good, treated very nicely. So once comfort zone will increase in this world, and that will reduce the ruchi to go to Vaikuntham. So it is Bhagavan's most merciful act that he goes through a little bit suffering here. Compared to our sins, actually we are not going through much suffering. Like in the beginning we said, we did not lose our wife or husband for 14 years or 10 months in separation where someone has captured. We don't, we are not put in exile for 14 years. You cannot come to your own home. Nobody is saying that. So we are not going through. Maybe some are going through such sufferings, but not everyone is going through some sufferings like that. So Bhagavan is most merciful that he has already reduced our sufferings as much as possible by eliminating all the prarabdha karma and also the portion of he has already eliminated the sanchita karma and the portion of prarabdha karma which is required, which is not required in this life. So what is left with us is very small portion of our karma. Now our responsibility is to ensure that we don't add more bad karma or good karma also, because good karma also is like gold shackles. Bad karma is like iron shackles. Because good karma also, if you do good karma, keep doing good karma, then we will get good things. Then that will increase the bondage here. So that is why our Purvacharyas have emphasized on doing all activities without any expectation for the results. So only when we expect the results, we will become associated with it. Otherwise, the results will come. It's explained by our Acharya that if you put the stone up, it will come down for sure. Nobody will be able to stop it. It is natural. So we will get results. But whether we associate with them, whether we feel attached towards them, that is what is in our hand. So when we show detachment from the results, then that balance, because Bhagavan's arrangement of balance will be comfortable for us. It will give us a comfortable life. We will not go through much sufferings. At the same time, we will not go through much enjoyment. It will be a moderate life. We will just live a comfortable life. The moment we take extra efforts to do punya karma and do this yajna, do that yajna, make sure that we have good comfortable additional comforts. Then when such comforts come, naturally the opposite will also happen here and there, and that sufferings will not be tolerable for us, and then that will be only more aggravating. It will only increase more and more. So our responsibility is to ensure that we do all our activities as Kankaryam only, as service to Bhagavan only. Whatever we do, whether we go to temple, we do Tiruvaradhanam, whether we feed Bhagavatas, others, whatever we do, whether we do our rituals, daily activities, Sandhyavandanam or whatever, everything must be done as Kankaryam. So when we do it as Kankaryam, Bhagavan is seeing that, oh, this Atma is obeying me. So he is fulfilling his responsibility. Let me fulfill my responsibility. So he will fulfill his responsibility of delivering us. We have to fulfill our responsibility of obeying him. So it becomes, for both, there is no inducing. I am not inducing him with my activities to get him to do certain things. And he is not inducing me, showing the carrot of liberation to make me behave well. Then it becomes like a business. Rather, it should be natural outpouring love of Jivatma towards Paramatma and Paramatma towards Jivatma. That is how our Acharyas have established. The whole Sampradayam is based on this principle only. So he does his duty, we do our duty. And we do it with love. It's not like, oh, it's my duty, I have to go to office. It's not like that. It's a really enjoyable duty. It is, as a Jivatma, I have to serve Bhagavan. As Paramatma, he has to protect me. He has no other escape route. He has to protect me. And whether we like it or not, he is the one who is protecting us. Whether it is atheist or theist, Hindu or Muslim or Christian or whatever names we say, it is ultimately Bhagavan who is protecting everyone. Every human being, animals, everything is being protected by him. So he does his responsibility, we do our responsibility.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.